Hey there, welcome back. My name is Eli, and this is my channel, Draculaura. And we have with us today, Draculaura. And I am so excited for this video today because I will be rerooting this core Indonesian variant, Draculaura, and creating my interpretation for the Skulltimate Secrets Fearidescent series. I've already basically stylized these two to like completion. I won't go too in depth about like the decisions I made, but it's a little teaser, I guess. But I am planning on rereading this Draculaura here. And this is the Indonesian variant of the core Draculaura. But in my experience, all of the Indonesian variants have like very messed up hair. Like, it's just a mess. Like, this is straight out of the box. And the bangs are like really short so the brows are almost fully visible. And when you compare that to the Chinese variant, granted, I did give this Draculaura like a ponytail, but and her bangs are her bangs are split. Let's fix those. Well, still, when you compare it to this Draculaura, you see how much of the bangs like cover her brows, and she also has a different face shape, different eye shape. Yeah, I prefer the Chinese version for Draculaura compared to the Indonesian, but because the doll that comes with Skulltimate Secrets Fearidescent is the Indonesian variant with the poly hair, I wanted to reroot an Indonesian Draculaura and try to like give her justice with her hair. Even though this is Saran, I just don't like the short bangs, and yeah, I want to give her a new hair color, a new hairstyle. So this will be leaving us shortly, and hopefully by the end she will have a beautiful transformation. I do think the face is nice, but I just think the short bangs are what I don't vibe with. So this is kind of going to be a test for me to see, like, do I just not like the Indonesian face, or do I not like the short bangs? Is it both? Is it just one or the other? I'm hoping if I reroot and give some longer bangs, maybe she'll shine. I think she will, because look at this face. It's not bad. It's pretty. So yeah, just wanted to give a quick intro. These are the hair colors I'm going to be using today. We have Saran from the Doll Planet in Blackout for the black shade. We're going to be using a light pink shade in Rose Quartz. It's not a perfect color match to this Draculaura, but it's fine. And then a blonde shade in Lady Luck. I haven't fully figured out the hair composition and like how I want to do this, so it's going to be like a learn as we go moment. But I'm very excited. Draculaura, I think, will look amazing. She's gonna get a little bit of like extra special treatment compared to my other reroots because she will be getting a V cut bang. And I basically want to kind of give her this hairstyle. I love Draculaura with the pigtails. I don't know if I'll keep these little like these bang portions there, like the Hime bangs. I don't know if I'll keep that or not. But yeah, I love the styling on these. I just think her hair needs to be a little better. So let's go. Okay, I've done like no updates on Draculaura's rooting. I've been just really focused. But here's where we are so far. It is a split dye with black, pink, and blonde. And then she is going to be different than the other four because I'm giving her pigtails because she deserves it, a little special treatment. But yeah, the pink on this black side like doesn't even read as pink. It's so pale. And then the light is like washing her face out. But the pattern I did real quick, I'll show you. Let me show you on the back side right here. Okay. The pattern I did is like one after the other. So blonde, pink, blonde, pink, blonde, pink. And then here, black, pink, black, pink, black, pink. Oh, black, pink in your area. But yeah. It's hard to describe what I did because like, I don't know. I'm like struggling. I have like one hand here. Sorry. Okay. And then the center is blonde and then the center is black here. But there's like a halo of pink. You see here, this is pink, and then over here, this is pink. That is like the halo, because that way when I do the part line is going to follow this same pattern right here, this like one after the other, and then that way the pink kind of like shows through first. I don't know if it makes sense, but in my brain it does, so that's what counts, right? But once it's all done, maybe you'll see. I just kind of wing it for these types of things and hope for the best. But yeah, this is basically the home stretch. I like to do the hair in sections. So yeah, I always like to do the major part line last. If I'm doing bangs, which I have been doing a lot, I like to do those last. And yeah, I'm excited. This blend is so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So hopefully in pigtails she looks stunning. Y'all, rerooting is so much fun. I'm having so much fun with it. Okay, let's hurry up and get this part finished. Oh, and okay, I'm gonna try my best to have some footage of me rerooting the tinsel in. It's not that difficult, but I haven't shown it yet, so I'm gonna try my best, I swear. Okay, I only have like 2 more plugs to do on this Draculaura before I move on to the bangs, and I wanted to show y'all how I root tinsel. So I already sectioned out some hair to the side of me. I'll show you right now. Here's the piece of hair. I loop it over my finger, as such. And then, because this tinsel is not long enough like the hair to like double fold like this, I just take a tiny little piece, like that much length. And then I section it off like that. And then when I scoop the hair, I make sure to just hold this very tight, as so. And then the tinsel will stay in the head. It's that simple. Okay, here's the hole I'm going for. It's a really tight fit because there's so much hair in this doll's head. So I'm trying to be really slow right now, especially because, you know, part lines are really delicate and I'm not trying to ruin this scalp. But I think that's good enough. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. And then the other side doesn't need tinsel, so I'll just do a normal piece of pink. Because that tinsel color goes on the blonde side, whereas the black side just gets a normal piece of pink hair. So put that in the same hole. And then I make sure to separate it to the right side. And then I just comb it out. So I'm keeping track of the part line that no hairs are crossing, like so. Cool. And now I just have one more plug to do, and then I can move on to the bangs. But here's a glimpse of the part line that I've done. Look at that. Oh, looks so good. Takes a long time, especially when you are, you have a lot of variables. So I have 3 hair colors, and then I have 2 types of tinsel, and then I have a specific rooting pattern. So like the more layers of complexity you add, the longer it's gonna take. You know, you can't just mindlessly plug hair in, but like the more complex it is, the prettier it is. And the end results end up looking like this. Like, look, oh my gosh. And then the bangs are gonna be cool. Oh, I can't wait. But yeah, just want to show how I root the tinsel and a little bit of my rerouting process, since, you know, I get lost in the zone when I'm rerouting and I don't always pull the camera out. So I wanted to show y'all. Okay, that's it, bye. Okay, here is Draculaura with her head reattached to her body. I'm keeping the hair separated with my hand because, you know, we're gonna give her pigtails. And yeah, I'm gonna now shampoo and condition, separate the bangs, gel them, and then I might also show me cutting them since these are like V-shaped and I haven't done that before, but no guarantees. But yeah, I think she'll look really good. The hair looks really cool. It's a lot of hair on this freaking head, so I'm excited to see how it styles. And yeah, let's go do that now. Okay, so here I am about to begin shaping out the V-cut bang, and I brought over this budget day out Draculaura just to use as a reference as sort of my vision and what I was going for there. And I give a really choppy cut on these and then gelled them down so they were easier to work with. And then I did my first cut completely off camera. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it at the moment, but yeah, that was my first cut. Sort of trying to like figure out how to go about this. Very different than just doing like a straight bang. So yeah, just slowly chipping away, making sure that like both sides are symmetrical, that I'm not taking off too much, because yeah, I already was dealing with short bangs to begin with on this Draculaura. I wanted to make sure that I gave her bangs justice and that they turned out well. And yeah, just small snips. And
making sure that like you keep looking at it, checking on it, making sure that it's coming to life the way you envision, especially when you have like a light and a dark shade of hair like this. You really want to make sure that you are trying to like achieve symmetry on both sides. And then I use anything to like wipe hair off. I'm using a brush. I try to use my comb, but yeah. Yeah, this is one of the scarier parts, so just go slow. I know like bangs are intimidating, and then here I am trying a new shape out, like the V cut shape, and I'm making sure, at least I'm trying to make sure that like the tip of that V right there is like very sharp. Um, yeah, the black side definitely needed to like get trimmed shorter because I always kind of do that. Like I always have one side that I'm more confident on, and for this doll it was like this blonde side. And so it just depends on the angles. I'm right-handed. I don't know if that affects it, but it just depends on the angles and like how I'm able to like get at the hair. Yeah, I flip the doll upside down. I'm always flipping the angles and trying to like make sure I'm getting like the most clean straight line that I can. Um, yeah, and it just comes to time. You'll get more confident cutting the hair because yeah, it's scary. And then I flatten the bangs down too. That's the thing I do. Like I flatten them to see how they lay against the head to kind of get like a true grasp of how long they are. Because when they're just like puffed out, sometimes it's not a true representation of like what they really look like. So that maybe made no sense, but in my head it did. But yeah, it's just a lot of small, careful, precise cuts and chipping away slowly. Even, I'll be honest, half the time when I finish filming a clip, I still go back and like clean them up. Like I'm always cleaning the bangs up, looking at it from a different angle, figuring out what looks right, what doesn't look right. It's just a very tedious, time consuming process, but it's always worth it in the end. So, yeah.
Okay, y'all. I finally finished my reroot. This project feels like it took forever, even though it was maybe like a week and a half, but that's fine. I love her so much. She looks so good. And yeah, let's just get right into it, right? Let's get straight into business. So here is the Draculaura that I rerooted with the Indonesian variant. And yeah, after trimming these bangs, I definitely think it's just the bangs that are the issue. Because like these bangs like fill her face out properly and she looks gorgeous. And like with those short bangs, her and I weren't vibing. And now that I've given her the love that she deserves, like she's definitely at the top of my list. Um, yeah, so we'll go head to toe, go over her. So there's her hair blend. This side right here is the blonde and pink side. And then over here is the pink and black side. Um, I just really wanted a blonde Draculaura. That was my inspiration, basically. I was like, I want to see Draculaura in blonde, but I still wanted it to feel very like on theme for Draculaura. And I feel like they don't really explore the split dye that well in Monster High. They just kind of give us this, but like I want to see like new concepts, new things. So here she is in blonde, um, densely densely rooted. I feel like after Frankie, I just wanted to give this one justice because I feel like I just wish I gave Frankie a little bit more hair. So that's why she's super densely rooted, and because of that, these pigtails are super tight. But I feel like they also add a lot of volume to her head, so I don't feel like these earmuffs are laying as they should. But it's fine. I did flock them to add some texture, and I just like to flock things, so that's why I did that. But yeah, painted her nails with some black. You can see right there. This was like, a core Draculaura, so she came with the ring on and I just kept it. But it kind of looks really cute with the bag. And then these are the pieces she got from the Fearidescent bunch, the first shirt and second skirt. And to the second skirt, I added some lace trim, which I will talk about. Let's just talk about it right now. So I love this like lace trim. I get it from Daiso, but I'm sure you can find it almost anywhere. Here it is. There's a black one. Oh, blah, blah, blah. There's a black one, a white one. I have like a blue one. But yeah, I'll just cut it up and hot glue it around their skirts. And I just like what it does in terms of like adding texture and color and contrast. And yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. And it's pretty simple fix. It doesn't require. I don't sew it on. But if you want to sew, be my guest. But I don't really want to sew it, so I just hot glue it. in a very strategic way. And yeah, I really think for her in particular, it just like brings it all together. I love it so much. And then we'll talk about the boots. I did paint these real quick, just some silver paint for the zipper detail. And then yeah, black paint on these like buckle details. And then I love the heel as well. I love the heart in black. I just think it's really nice because it kind of like, if you see it, but it also kind of like makes the shoe, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I really like it. And these boots are really nice. I feel like they also were crying, screaming for paint. So yeah, love those boots. And all in all, like just this Draculaura came together so well. She is definitely like one of my favorite Draculauras, but all the ones I reroot are like my favorite. I'm a little biased in that way. Um, but yeah, let's move on to the Draculaura that came in the Fearidescent locker with Miss Pollyanna over here. Despite the poly, I think this outfit came together. We'll go through it. So I gave her the core Draculaura headband and earrings. And the headband I did add glitter, you can see there, and to the little heart bow. It's like not wanting to focus. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That Draculaura is like stealing all this limelight. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I added glitter because I like to, and then painted her nails black as well. And then I styled her first stool kind of like a little bit of like a coat moment instead of dangling over an arm because I stole these gloves from the LOL OMG doll Pose. She's one of the newer dolls. Like, I just feel like she didn't need these, and I was like, let's give them to Draculaura. Is it gratuitous and over the top? Yes, but I don't care. And then this cage skirt is from Miss Royale. I just had this lying around, and I like found it, and I was like, wait, it kind of works on this piece in some weird way. And then yeah, there's some of the white lace trim that I added underneath. And then I feel like it kind of looked cute because I added these Delilah Field socks with the lace trim there, so it kind of like is cohesive. And then here's her shoes, those little jelly shoes. I could have added paint detail probably to these, but I thought they were cute as is, so I left them alone. But yeah, that is my reroot, my Fearidescent custom, and I love her so much. I brought these two out because, you know, I gave this one pigtails, and you can see a China variant with pigtails and then an Indonesian variant with pigtails side by side. I still love this Draculaura. This is my first G3 Draculaura, and she still does it for me. I think she's so pretty. I just love Draculaura and pigtails too, by the way. Like, I want to give them all pigtails, but I have to practice restraint. And then I brought Bite in the Park too because I did that same thing where I gave her like the lace trim. And I think it's really cute on this dress. It definitely needed like a little extra va-va-voom. And I even took the same lace and made a little necklace that reminded me of like G1 Draculaura and put a little stone there. So yeah, despite the poly hair, which whatever, I'll reroot this eventually. Maybe soon, who knows. But yeah, there is my army of Draculauras, just a small grouping of them. And before I end this video, I did want to do a proper send off to the series because it's been, you know, 5 videos deep and we've seen the 5 ghouls all get custom reroots, and I want to take some time and stand them side by side together and compare my reroots. So yeah, let's go do that. Okay, y'all, we did it. We are here. I finished my reroots. They are done. They are complete. I'm so happy. You know, Draculaura definitely stands out with pigtails because the other 4 do not have like an extra styling element like that. But I think it just fits her character so well. You know, I just feel like Draculaura and pigtails is like, I don't know. It's just what it's meant to be. You know. But I'm just gonna briefly talk about this series, its inception. So my first reroot was a core Claudine, and then my second reroot was this Claudine. So, you know, I didn't have a lot of experience going into this. I think I've showed this Claudine before, but here she is again for reference. Yeah, I just did like a custom color blend. I didn't try to do any like color matching. She kind of has like a reddish brown hair color. She kind of reminds me of like Daphne from Scooby-Doo a little bit, with like this like orangey brown with like the purple. I don't know, just gives me like Scooby-Doo vibes for whatever reason. But yeah, I learned a lot from this reroot because she is so densely rooted. Like her part line is gorgeous, but like everything's gorgeous about this doll, but just a ton of hair. Like, I think I was scared that she was going to be bald, so I like overrooted her. But it's fine. Like, she deserves it because from poly to this, like, take it any day. But yeah, after this, I was like hooked because like this hair is such nice quality, and it was so fun to like, oh, herp herself. It was so fun to like pick out the colors and create my own vision for a character. I know a lot of people when they reroot, they really enjoy color matching, which I think there's fun to be had in that as well. But when I did her, I was sort of just like being creative, letting the creative juices flow, and come up with my own vision. And yeah, she's kind of like what got me hooked on this because, I watched all YouTube. I see people reroot. I'm like, that looks fun. I could do that. And then I gave it a go and I was like, wait, I really can do that. So we have in order, I did Claudine second, but in this series, she was the first one. Then second was Laguna. Then third was Cleo. Fourth was Frankie. And the fifth and final doll was Draculaura. And I feel like after each consecutive reroot, I was just learning more and more and getting more confident, challenging myself. Like, I did Frankie in nylon hair because I really wanted to get the right blue color. I tried a new bang technique for Cleo, which then I reused for Draculaura because I really liked that technique. I gave Cleo a middle part when she came with a side part, so that was a challenge. Frankie, I had to use, oh my god, what is that glue called? And it's like escaping me. Oh my gosh. Liquid stitch, maybe? Yes? I think that's what it's called. I had to use that glue on Frankie because their scalp was a little damaged. So, each step of the way, they were all teaching me new things, and like I was having to just bounce on the fly and figure it out. But maybe Laguna gave me no problems. I'm like, Laguna, what did you give me? Nothing really. You're just kind of a smooth sailing. Yeah. Laguna, thank you. But yeah, they were all really fun. And like, I had this vision, bought the hair all at once. So I had like tons and tons of hair. And I am really glad I took a leap of faith and decided to like film it and create a video project around it because, I would have done this either way alone in my room, but I had been meaning and really wanting to like kickstart um, something with dolls because I love my dolls so much and I just do this in my room all alone with my boyfriend. And now to like have a channel and be able to like share this process with everyone, it's been really fun for me. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will definitely be doing more reroots in the future. I don't know if it'll be as like comprehensive of a series like this where it's like a whole series that I'm rereading. It depends where I find inspiration. I was heavily inspired by this series just because I thought Fearidescent had great clothes. I loved like the pastel color scheme, more of the monochromatic color schemes, and I was really excited to re-envision each doll and how I would have done it. And I think it came out great. They're just beautiful. If you are hesitant or eager to reroot and you just start thinking about it, I say do it. I say go for it. I love dolls and I love customizing them. I love playing with them. I love brushing their hair, dressing them up. But this is such a different side of dolls. Um, and it's a totally different type of fulfillment that you get from it than just like buying them and then buying again and then buying the next one and then buying the next one. Like to admire a doll and really like sit with it and appreciate it and like make it your own. It's a whole different feeling than just like buying a doll and putting it on a shelf. Like that's still fun too. Don't get me wrong. I love that, and I've done plenty of it. But to have something like this that now is so like deeply personal to me that I had a direct part in creating, it's just really special. So I've enjoyed it. I've loved it. Even the paint details, like even just zhushing them up from head to toe, has been so fun. And I hope you had fun watching along the way. Maybe you took some inspiration. I also want to clarify, please, 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 if there's anything that I do in my videos, any way I style my dolls, any way I do their hair, paint an accessory, I give full permission to copy me. Like, take inspiration, go for it. Like, this is supposed to be a fun and loving community. I don't want to gatekeep what I'm doing. Like, I'm here filming it. That way, if you like what I'm doing, you can do the same, you know? So if you like anything that I've done, I'm not saying that you have to, maybe you hate it all. I don't know. But if you like it, feel free to style something similarly. I take inspiration all the time from all the beautiful people in our community, and I just feel like it's good to be transparent and say that and give people a reminder. So yeah, that's that spiel. And I think that does it for me. I am going to sign off. I have some more projects coming up, surprisingly, because there's so many cool new releases coming out. So expect a couple more videos from me in the near future. Um, some Monster High, some Rainbow High, a mix of both. But yeah, my name is Eli, and this is my channel, Draculaura. We are signing off officially from the Skulltimate Secrets Fearidescent rerooting videos. They are done, finito, but I will still be loving and admiring these dolls in my collection. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.